So this guy Pustulio has a problem with my definition of a fighting. And you know, that's fine. There is no one person that defines what game genres are. Like I said, our concept of genre sucks, and different genres mean different things to different people. There is no one codified genre. However, there are a couple things that he said in his video that I took exception to. Number one, he said, I recommend that you look up the definition of a fighting game. First of all, that's very condescending, dude. We don't need that energy here. Second of all, like I said before in a lot of my other videos, I worked in the gaming industry for 17 years, I've tournament organized for fighting games for 10 years, I played as a professional fighting gamer for 3 years. I know what a fighting game is, and I know that Tetris feels like a fighting game, Windjammers feels like a fighting game. And you said, what's the point of having a fighting game genre that's so broad? Because things can be more than one genre. You can have a 2D horror platformer. You can have an action-adventure game. You can have a survival crafting strategy game. Many games are more than one genre. And like I said, there is absolutely no central authority on the definition of a fighting game. So any definition I looked up wouldn't be an authority on that anyway. So don't tell me to look it up. I've written some of those definitions. I write about video games for a living. Now, you said that fighting games don't necessarily need to involve strategy, that you can just win them by button mashing. And you said sometimes strategy is actually detrimental to fighting games, and it's better to just mash. Dude, I'm part of FGC TikTok, and I don't think a single person would agree with that. All fighting games need some sort of strategy. You can play them at a low level, without strategy, just mashing, but if you're going to play them competently, then you're going to need to use strategy. The equivalent of mashing in chess would be just moving around pieces randomly. And if two people were moving around pieces randomly, you could still win in chess. You could win without any strategy. So just claiming that you can win without strategy doesn't mean anything. Low-level players can always win without strategy. But when they face a high-level player, they get stomped. Because you need strategy to beat a high-level player. Because they are using strategy. So yeah, I was vibing with your video because anyone's allowed to have their own opinion and take on this as much as they want until you A, condescended to me, and B, said that fighting games don't need strategy. One's not cool, and the other's just false.